Hello and welcome to Infamous, the audio podcast. This is Brandon, or Mutalis on Discord.
This is Aaron. I go by Treffenwood on Discord.
This is Josh. I go by Grumelzog on Discord.
Welcome back for today's riveting episode. So starting off, we usually do our media section. I'll let Aaron say no first. Have you seen or played anything new lately?
No is the correct answer.
Cool. All right. Josh, anything new on the horizon you're excited about that you just seen or watched or played?
No, nothing recently. I'm trying to think if I
just Dwarf Fortress and Guild Wars. Don't need anything else.
Basically that. Been doing some Valheim on the side,
Sweet. I could never really get into Valheim, which is weird because I like Viking stuff and I like survival games and I like Minecraft, but it just didn't mesh with me.
So
I didn't feel like the information was readily enough available to me to play it. And so I was basically just standing around like, I don't want to Google everything I'm going to do.
Yeah.
And it's not intuitive enough for me to figure this out. I didn't like the way, like, I know it's meant to be more realistic than like a block game, but I didn't like the ground physics and stuff was kind of annoying. And part of it, I think, was just a learning curve that I needed to get over because since then I've played 7 Days to Die, which has very similar ground physics, and it was okay. So
Valheim ground physics are definitely very frustrating. I'm doing a ring fort right now where I'm raising everything, dig a trench, then raise a ring around it, dig a trench doing that. And It works for the digging part, but now I'm building and everything is like ever so slightly like just touching the ground, but you can't raise it because then it like goes through your floors. So I can agree. I enjoy it, but like I like a good survival game. They have just been ruined because it's so much more fun playing with people. And I've got enough people to play with it. Like doing a private server, and you have 4 or 5 people, and you're all running around just being dumbasses is a lot of fun. And then like you go play by yourself, and you're just like, this is fine.
Yeah, it lacks the motivation, right? When Parker was talking about that, either last week or the week before, but where it's like you get and do one of those just open world sandbox survival games, you're like, but now what? Like, there's no driving force to keep going, and in a group, that's obviously the group is progressing, and so you're like you're motivated to help each other.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's hard. I don't understand it because it's so easy for people to jump online and play a first person shooter as a group. It's so easy to get them to jump online and play Helldivers, but like it's just harder to get people to play a survival game as a group. And I don't understand why, because all of those same people I play with love survival games, but they don't want to play them as a group. I don't get it.
So the main problem we always have is Valheim is like a boss progression game, right? You build up, you fight a boss. Killing the boss gives you some item that lets you basically progress to the next area. You grind up for gear, you fight the boss, and you keep doing that. And the problem is it's really hard to get like 5 or 6 people on the same schedule to be able to do the boss fights. Because you want people to like enjoy the game as everybody goes along, as opposed to like me who can easily just no life it and like get everything done. So that's generally when my servers fall apart, is people just get busy and they stop hopping on, and then it's like, okay, well now it's just me pushing forward on the boss fight. Like, why am I going to pay $10 a month for a server if it's just me?
Yeah.
But they've added stuff since I last played, and we're probably very close to like the 1.0 full release, which will be the game. And so I'm going to do a server then.
Wait, Valheim's not fully released yet?
It is not fully released. It is still technically early access. They are on the very last biome. But you gotta remember, it's like 6 people. And they made $40 million. So, like, the incentive
you think they could hire some fucking people.
You'd think that. They actually pay for ponies. And they just kind of go at their own pace, which is fine. Like, whatever. That's rad that your art passion project made you $40 million. That's pretty cool.
Sure. I don't know. I like a lot about early access, but there's the bad examples. Same with Kickstarter. Like, there's some terrible examples of people getting screwed over, and like buying unfinished games that never get completed. But dude, like Valheim is old news now, and it's still not out yet. Like it is old news. Like, and that's too much. Like
August
you can't
will be
early release a game 6 years before it's going to be out. Like,
so that has been a constant thing in the community of it'll be 5 years old this year. It's been in early access the whole time. It released with 4 of the 7 biomes already done. So in that time,
that's some George R. Martin shit right there.
They've done 2 biomes. The third one's almost done, right? But it's like, and one of them was a major rework. Like the 5th biome they added was a super big. They redid a ton of stuff. But it is definitely a glacially paced update.
Yeah. And I'm glad that some people are still keeping the game going. Like, obviously, you love it. But
yeah.
There's so many games, like Warhammer Age of Reckoning is a good example of when you miss the boat, it's gone. Like, they messed up their release cycle just enough for people to go back to WoW, and it was dead. As soon as that happened, the game was over. If they had just, put the work in, and because, like, their game was good. It wasn't like it wasn't finished. Their problem was they overestimated their player base at the beginning, and there's too many servers.
Yeah.
And then by the time they started consolidating them, people had already become disheartened with the game. Because, everything was group-based. Solo play was basically non-existent for that game. And by the time they got the ratios right, their player base had dropped by like 80%.
Well,
and nobody's coming back. They're only leaving. They're not coming back.
As I understand it, they were trying to kind of walk a line between PvE and PvP, but they focused so much on doing PvP mediocrely that they weren't able to capture the PvE crowd. And that's basically what gets WoW, is people love to go do the super hardcore raids that take 5 hours a week, and you got to do it for months. And they didn't capture it.
Yeah. When I was playing it live, there was a lot of people complaining when they added the like auto join instance PvP where you do the little battleground stuff.
Yeah.
Everyone was complaining about that because half the player base was just auto queued to just infinitely recycle those, and all of the actual content in the game to progress is PvE, like you said, but it's all group or like coordinated. Like you have to have 4 people to do this.
Yeah,
and it's just an open world event. But if there's only one person doing it, it just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
And so you have half the people scattered amongst all these different servers, and then half of those people are locked in infinite PvP queues. So they're not actually doing anything.
Yeah.
And so they just needed to trim the server quantity down and increase the population per server. I think it would have popped off a lot better.
What could have been?
Mm-hmm. It was a great game.
It was great. I still get the itch now and then to download the Age of Reckoning and just be like, let's do it.
Yeah. Aaron, I know, also played Rift as I did. And they did a much better job of weaving the PvP into the PvE. Because there's still, open world events that would happen in Rift, like they did in Age of Reckoning. But they didn't fuck up their populations to the point where you couldn't do them.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I've been playing City Heroes still. City Heroes is still the best game ever made, so gotcha. But yeah, City Heroes is great. Everyone should play it. I just started watching a new show. I've been going through my cycle of cleaning up everything I wanted to see on Netflix, and then I moved back into Disney Plus. And so I started watching Alien Earth finally, which I was planning on watching the whole time. So far it's been pretty good. It's not amazing. It's been above average, I'll say. But I do really enjoy that you get to kind of see Earth in the context of the Alien universe, which is pretty cool. I like exploring like the daily life of people, because you always get this like snapshot of what normal life looks like, and then everything goes to hell, and that's the rest of the movie always. And so it's kind of cool to see like the Earth. But I will say I really enjoy they're just like, just put a banger in every episode. They just start playing awesome like rock tracks over the show, and it's great. I remember the first episode they started playing Tool, and I'm like, wait, are they just going to play the whole song? This is great.
I am going to pay for an HBO subscription soon because there's enough shows built up on there that I think I'd like to watch. So
I'm gonna guess that one of them is one of the Game of Thrones titles that you want to see.
it is. I'm gonna break a rule because
Mm-hmm.
I read all 5 Game of Thrones books in the year of our Lord 2012.
Yep.
I was over the summer. This was right after the show came out, and I had like background known about Game of Thrones because especially like Guild Wars, the very first campaign, it pulls a lot of little things from Game of Thrones, right?
Yeah.
And so I knew what it was. We watched the show my freshman year of college. I was like, this is fucking rad. I don't have anything to like do this summer. I'm just going to read the books. And so I bought the first 2, read them. I basically read a book a day. And every day I would drive to Borders, RIP, buy the next book, read it, and then did that. And I have now been waiting 14 years for another book.
Say, we're coming up on Big 15.
And he has written other things. He has written Elden Rings lore or something. I don't know. So I swore off all Game of Thrones. I actually, last time I redid my bookshelves, because I basically have a wall of books in my room, the Game of Thrones was removed from the positions of honor into generic fantasy, because I'll never see the end of those books.
Yep.
But I have heard fantastic things about the Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, and one of the girlfriend's favorite tropes is knightly warrior man, and so I was like, it'll be a good show we can sit and knock out in the weekend and hang out. So
okay, so I just decided to look it up, and I'm familiar with the concept of the series and everything. I've never watched the show. I've seen a lot of clips, and I've never read the books. But I hate spoilers with a passion.
Okay.
And back in the day, everyone was reading them at the same time, and so I was at the game store all the time, so every major event is spoiled. And so I just have no interest in going to read it or watch it. I might eventually get there. But in most epic fantasy novels, the books slow down pretty noticeably on release schedule that I've experienced. So looking at it, we have 96, 98, 2000, and then it slows down to 2005, and it slows down a little bit more to 2011. So 2011 July, which is pretty close to where we're at in the year right now. So it's almost exactly 14 years old, or 15 years old.
Yep.
So yeah, that's quite depressing.
Yeah.
So I definitely think that people should be able to do whatever they want, and if he's lost interest in finishing the series, I get that. And I'm not saying that he has to write the book, but man, the thousands of authors that would beg to be in the position he's in, where people want to read your stuff, and he just doesn't fucking care, I think is super lame.
So
just give someone the ability to ghostwrite the end of it, and like just let somebody else do it.
I have a few theories. First of all, the book, when he started out, I believe it was supposed to be a trilogy. And then he's like, I'm going to write 7 books. 7. The 4th and 5th book were basically one book together that he then split because there was so much going on. They were each meant to be their own book, but like certain characters and events got moved entirely into one book as opposed to the other because there was so much. So I think he kind of wrote himself into the spot where each book is noticeably longer. And so it's like, well, now book 6 is probably, 8 inches thick, and that's too long for a book. So you've got to split it out. Well, if you only wanted to do 7 books, which is an arbitrarily defined number, then that requires a lot of editing and cutting down. And part of the enjoyment of reading his books is all the little intricate plot lines and details going on. So my 2 theories are, A, this is my copium theory. He is done with the books. He is completely done with the books. They're ready to go. He's already gotten all the fame and fortune one could ever aspire to in life. He does not want to know the backlash. of how he wrapped things up. He'll release them when he dies. Okay?
Okay. That's theory one.
That's theory one.
Yeah.
Theory two is you have to remember that George R. Martin's greatest hope in life was not actually to be an author. He wanted to be a television show writer, which is why he is constantly with the television shows now, because he gets to live out his dream of doing that.
Yeah.
And so the second theory is that he just doesn't give a shit anymore. He would rather do a ton of world building and other little, like, passion projects, and the books will just never be done. Because he's already said, like, if he dies, they're not finished, no one is allowed to finish them, you know. So we would have to basically wait for his wife to die and the rights to go to someone else.
That's the part that doesn't make any
sense.
sense.
That's the whole...
Why are you just being a dick, basically? Like, just let somebody else finish it. And, like, if he truly didn't care, just let somebody else finish it.
Yeah, and there's decent
and so he
authors
clearly
out there.
cares, but isn't willing to put the work in himself, which is a weird combo.
Yeah.
And then as far as your copium times 9,000, I don't think there's any chance the books are done. And as far as the like the book is too long kind of thing, it's like, well, yeah, I can understand the book being too long, but if it was done, you would just pay somebody to edit it. Like, if it needs to be split into 3 books, just pay somebody to do that. Like, that's not a big deal. That's an editor kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
his publisher will be like, yeah, this will print us $12 billion, so we'll do the editing work. Don't worry about it,
they'll get somebody to edit, and obviously the author usually does that himself because he has creative control, but yeah, it's just a lot of weird stuff. It makes me think a lot less of somebody, and so I've never been a huge Martin guy, so I already didn't think very highly of him, but it just seems like a real shitty move.
It makes me chuckle because he has compared himself to Tolkien.
Ugh.
And it's like, okay, but like Tolkien finished all of his shit, guy.
Not only did he finish his shit,
he invented...
he really put the elbow grease in.
He invented languages. You, came up with some words.
Yeah.
So.
Because it's what, him and Lewis, because Lewis did Wardrobe, right?
Yeah, C.S. Lewis did Narnia.
Yeah.
And they were best friends. But yeah, Martin is why I have a very specifically implemented rule. I will not read a series until it is done, because I have been burned on at least 2 series, the other being Patrick Rothfuss' Name of the Wind, that I read it. I was like, fuck, that was a fantastic book. And I have been waiting 12 years for the final little bit of it.
When are you going to start reading Dresden?
When I get through my current backlog. And then if you have them, I'll read them.
I don't have the paperbacks. I have the audiobooks.
I mean, I can probably find them somewhere.
They're not expensive, yeah.
So the other thing,
they printed
too, is...
so many of them, yeah.
I'm fairly confident I see them pop up on Humble Bundle a lot, where they'll do, like, every 4 months they'll do a Dresden file. Like, here are all the books, PDF, freedom, and that would be perfect, so...
Sure. Alrighty. Aaron.
Yes, Brandon.
How does it feel to still be winless in the Blood Bowl League?
Hey, Josh, how you doing?
I'm thinking that was going to be... He's never going to talk to me again.
I'm 3rd place. I don't know what I'm doing. I just know to commit violence, and it keeps working.
What do you mean 3rd place?
I'm 3rd place overall.
There's no places in a league until it's over.
I mean, according to the little website, it has every week it updates.
That doesn't count.
Okay.
Especially in a Blood Bowl league. Like,
I think
there's no in what place. At least until you're in the second half of the season.
Only reason I think I'm doing as well as I am is because half the league is strength 2 or something, and I'm strength 3.
Yes.
So, like,
the average strength of the league is actually below 2, I think, which is surprising.
I keep getting matched into people where I'm like, I'll just punch you off the table, and there's not a lot you can do. Which I'm enjoying quite a bit. So
look at that. The 4 non-stunty teams are in 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, and the 4 stunty teams are 5, 6, 7, 8. Would
Dude,
never
I
would have
tried to
guessed.
tell everybody. Everybody's like, "I'll play a stunty team." I'm like, no, you probably don't want to play a stunty team as your first team ever. And he's like, "Nah, it'll be fun." I'm like, I don't know if you know what fun is.
Yeah, morons.
Yeah, and then they get just like squeegeed off the pitch, and you're like, "Yeah, that's kind of what I expected to happen."
I'm going for most kills, and I think I've got a pretty good handle on it. So,
that's good. Let's see. Let's go to some league statistics.
League statistics.
All right. So most casualties. Why does this not have most casualties in it? This is some bullshit.
So I think I was looking at this the other day, and I had to go to standings and then like scroll over to see, because like I have a 10-2 injury ratio.
Well, that's good.
I've killed one person.
Yeah. I am in 4th place for most injured, which doesn't surprise me at all. Fucking Christ. My guys are getting their armor broken left and right. That being said, like, context matters. So I have 5 casualties, or 5 injuries, which isn't great. 3rd place, though, has 9, which is almost double me. That's Tyler. And then one up from that is 13 casualties through 3 games, which is the Snotling team, which kind of makes sense. And then finally we have CJ has 15 casualties in 3 games with his fucking gnomes, which is crazy. Aaron has less casualties than I do, or less injuries.
Gotta keep you guys safe.
Yeah, I know. I'm fucking trying. However, I am going to officially state that I'm going to win most completions for the league.
Are you?
Yep. 2nd place has 1, or 3rd place has 1 completion. 2nd place has 3. I am in 1st place with 12.
Jesus.
I am fucking trucking for most completions.
So, let's see. Who are the... Because I play Aaron. CJ's got to play Parker. You play Kenny.
Yep.
I'm really curious to see once I get to those games of people that are equivalent strength and way faster than me, how badly it's going to go for me. So,
Aaron, can you give me any? Oh, good.
I was gonna say my battle strategy is probably just fucking foul, just foul as much as I can.
Well, if you're gonna foul, you need to buy some bribes.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
You really need to buy some bribes. Which isn't impossible. Who are you playing this week? You said
I play Aaron.
Me?
Yeah,
he will not be buying bribes.
Yeah.
Well, how much petty cash he has? Oh, he only has 35k. Yeah, it's not buying any bribes.
And I assume Aaron has 7 bribes or something.
You have to buy them every game. You can't. They're inducements. Yeah. Trying to keep enough cash to be able to buy 3 bribes.
How do you have any tips for me for playing against Skaven? Is there any like hidden wisdom I need?
No.
To stop Kenny?
No.
No, it's just beat the shit out of them and don't
try.
let them score.
Try hard, yeah.
Try hard. Spread out. Keep safeties back.
Keep a safety, yes.
Should my Yeti be my safety?
No.
Damn it.
I have 5 Kaz on my trolls and 4 Kaz from regular Goblin Lightmen.
Ugh. Oh, something I now know because of the FAQ that dropped today.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you had to fire people at a specific time.
Yeah. So
you have to fire people after you hire people, which is really dumb. So that means basically if you want to replace a positional player, you have to fire them one game, play without them, and then hire them back.
According to the official GW rule set, you are correct.
Is that how everyone plays it? Or do people...
No one has played that until this FAQ came out, so no one has played that.
Interesting.
This is a place where GW wrote themselves into a corner. And they're like, oh, that's what the rulebook says.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And like, I will say... Rather than errata it, they're just going to be like, nope, that's what it says.
This is the best FAQ I have ever seen from GW that I can remember.
It was really concise.
Every question is answered very well and clearly, and none of them say roll a 4+, which is great. I personally really appreciate that. That was the last FAQ I read from them. They was just like, what if I have these 2 special characters? They both say do conflicting things. What do I do? It's like, we'll just roll 4+ every time that happens. I'm like, you gotta be fucking shitting me. Yeah. I don't want to just say that's dumb, let's not do that, but I feel like doing that.
I think they even said that in the notes, didn't it? It was like, ask your league commissioner.
No, that was for doing something that was just kind of stupid.
That wasn't.
Yeah.
That was a different FAQ.
That was the there's a rule called insignificant, which we talked about lately on the cast. You cannot draft a team that has more insignificant players than non-insignificant players. But specifically it says when you draft a team, not when you're hiring players. And so you technically could fire everyone on the team immediately after the league started that doesn't have insignificant and then hire more insignificant people. Which is just really stupid.
I mean, really smart, but also
it's stupid that's how the rule works.
Yes.
It is good to take advantage of the low-cost lineman rule. That is clearly a good thing.
Yeah. Well, my entire time is free. I guess I will just take 2 Megastar players every time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how about no?
I did like that we came up with that, though. You can do that with ogres and just only buy Snotlings. And you just have 14 Snotlings and Morgan Thork and Mighty Zug. You're like, we're going, baby. Like, you'd probably still buy a couple ogres because you'd still be so low. But yeah.
That's funny.
Ogres are actually one of the really expensive teams. Now, if you cut out 4 ogres, then sure.
Yeah. That's only like 700k. That's not on your roster.
Yeah.
I'm having a blast, though. So much Blood Bowl fun.
You took tackle on 2 dwarves? I fucking hate you.
Yeah.
Why?
Oh my god. Because my entire team has dodge?
Well, I read through all the rules, and then I looked at what we were playing, and everyone's a fucking stunty with dodge, and I was like, well...
my players for who I'm playing this week.
No, one of them already had tackle.
Yeah.
And I can't help, I have one lineman who has a touchdown and like 4 kills, and I'm like, I don't know what to do with all those points, so...
No, into the current league, tackle is amazing, so yes, you take tackle.
Diving tackle is really fucking good, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I have not tried it yet.
Yeah, you should look into that.
Well, the problem is I keep playing people who are just like, I just dodge. Yeah. And they don't fail, and so I'm like...
Well, no, that's it. The diving tackle affects everyone, even if they don't have the dodge skill. You need to look into that.
Okay.
Diving tackles, when someone dodges away from you, after they roll their dodge roll, you can decide to place yourself prone in the square they vacated, and they get -2 to the roll after the fact. So they have to decide, like, let's say I roll a 3, which would succeed, but you have diving tackle, I have to decide if I'm going to re-roll it before you use diving tackle, which is really fucking stupid.
Uh-huh.
I've only got that on blitzers, though, so...
Yes, it's only on the 2 blitzers, because I believe it's an agility skill.
Uh-huh.
So normally you wouldn't get access to that.
Which I saw my runner got access to agility skills today, which feels
that too.
Pretty rad.
I do not understand that at all.
I don't know how 2 touchdowns has only gotten me 4 star points, but this is the first league, so we're learning as we go.
Because you're a bashy team, so touchdowns are only worth 2 and Casses are worth 3.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
For your team only.
And other bashy teams.
In our league, yes.
Correct.
Is Brandon the other bashy team?
I'm technically not a bashy team.
He's mixed.
Yes.
I would call him.
I'm a hybrid team.
More bash. You're like 70 bash, 30 edge.
It's really only the all or nothing teams that get it. The least all or nothing team is orcs, and orcs are still extremely bashy. Everyone else that has it is like, you are a sellout team. And so dwarves and orcs are the only 2 that are like kind of hybrids, because you at least have a positional that is designed to handle the ball. The other teams that get it are like black orcs that don't even have a person that can pick up the ball. Really? Like, they have just goblins, which is terrible. And then corn team, which is everyone on the team has fucking frenzy. And you're like, yeah, that makes sense.
Is that a fun team?
The corn team?
Yeah.
They can be very fun, but they're very chaotic.
Okay.
Because everyone having frenzy, as you've kind of started to see with your troll slayers probably, you can get baited into really bad second blocks if you roll double push.
Yeah.
And so you're like, oh, I push you. And it's like, well, I pushed you into 3 assists, and so now my guy is fucked. And you at least have Dauntless, so there's a chance. But, like, in addition to that Dauntless, it's like, oh, I push you, and then, oh, well, now I failed my second Dauntless roll, so now I'm just throwing a terrible block. But yeah, so having it on your whole team, and when you're throwing it with not people that are dwarves, they don't have block and their armor's not great. It's like just regular dudes with frenzy and no other skills. It's like, well, that sucks.
Interesting.
Because like you just start a push, you're like, well, I have an assist here, so I'm going to throw my 2-die block. Double push, and you push yourself into a 2-die uphill block, and you're like, well, this ended really quickly.
Yeah.
And so you have to be really careful about like setting up additional blocks down the road for if Frenzy happens. Because Frenzy is definitely not a May. So other than that, though, they are a fun team because it's just run downhill, and they get 4 really good models and 1 great model with the Bloodspawn. The Bloodspawn is arguably the best big guy because he's got Frenzy, Mighty Blow, and Claws. So he's got all 3 like hurt people skills.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but he does have Unchanneled Fury as opposed to the Death Roller, which doesn't. So the Death Roller is the only one that, in my opinion, that has an argument for best big guy.
I know. I'm trying to debate if that's what I want to save up for next, but
it's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money, and then you basically need a bribe to do it. So it's like
you need 2 bribes.
You need 2 for each half.
Each drive you have to pay for it to stay on the field. So whenever you're receiving the ball, you generally want to put it out. If you're kicking the ball against a fast scoring team, it's the razor's edge of, well, if I put it out, I'm more likely to stop them. But if I put it out and don't stop them, then he gets kicked out of the game unless I spend a bribe. And by taking the Death Roller, your team value is going to skyrocket because you're adding another 170k guy to your team.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's interesting. Ooh, what happened to your Troll Slayer? He's missing a game?
He is missing a game. I just got him upgraded, and he got powed and has to miss him. So
we're
thankfully,
really sorry about that.
I had just gotten enough money to buy another Troll Slayer, so I could have 12 players. But now we're back down to 11 players.
Nice. Same thing happened to me. I was playing against his fucking halfling stunty team, and I had gotten away from his team, and they weren't really doing anything, and he throws like a 2-die uphill block into my Berserker with a halfling. Gets the POW, double knockdown, knocks my guy down, and breaks armor, and seriously injures him and makes him lose his strength. Nice. I'm like, you fuck. Yep. Like, I just fucking got a Yeti, and now I have to buy another Berserker.
Yeah, we're definitely going to be missing that Troll Slayer. That's okay. Just do what we can.
Hey, at least you're not missing your Blitzers. This is the game that they're going to make their money.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they have tackles, so you can't use dodge skill against them, which is really good. But then you also have diving tackle, and so that's amazing. And they're also fast, so they can keep up with the goblins. So yeah. Yeah, your Blitzers should be your all-stars in this game. Right, Aaron?
Yeah, although Frenzy block is also pretty damn good, too.
Sure. Not untrue. Also Dauntless against the trolls. They're literally troll slayers.
That they are.
Hatred troll. I don't remember what hatred does.
Let's see.
I believe you get to roll 1 of your block dice.
It has to be a skull.
Ah.
Still really good when you're throwing 2 dice uphill. Like, I'm going to have to count on you to roll.
With block.
Yeah, roll 2 skulls. Like, whatever.
It's okay. Josh rolled a lot of skulls recently. Fucking CJ though, man, CJ couldn't get anything but skulls. He fucking trip skulled on one. Like he set up this big tree man block, trip skulled. I'm like, God damn it, man! Like,
yeah, our last game was pretty rough. I was basically getting everything I wanted, and he could just not do anything. So
yeah. All right, Aaron, how does it feel to finally have some touchdowns on the books?
Better than it did before.
Nice. See, everything's looking up.
Yeah. If I survive this game against Josh, I'll be very happy.
Nice. Okay, let me pull up our record sheet. All right, week 3 predictions for Mr. Aaron.
Let's see here. We have myself against Josh.
Hold on. No. That I'm doing last week, so we're covering what happened.
Yeah, I don't know that I want to do this.
You don't want to?
Go ahead.
I think you did reasonably good. I actually haven't looked at it at all. I've been too busy. Okay, we had Skaven versus Dark Elves. Ended up 2-1. You predicted 2-2, so that's not terrible. Norse versus Halflings.
How many points do I get for that, though? Because I still don't understand.
That is -1 point.
Because -2 for a loss?
No, you don't lose any for
I just
guessing
don't gain
the
any.
outcome wrong. You just don't gain any, and then you only miss by 1 touchdown. So it's only a -1.
So it's still a -1 for being off by 1 touchdown. Got it. Yeah. Okay.
Correct. All right. So then we have Norse versus Halflings. You predicted 3-0. It was 3-1, so you're going to score 1 point for that.
Hell yeah.
And then we have Goblins versus Snotlings. You predicted 2-0. It ended up being 2-2. So that is a -2.
I heard it was a riveting game as well.
It actually looked like a pretty exciting game.
It was good.
Now, for the creme de la creme, you predicted 2-0 Indoors versus Gnomes. And it was indeed 2-0. So you got 2 points for that. All right, so that means, let's see here.
After all of that, I'm negative for the week.
No, you're exactly 0.
Was it 0? Thought
Yeah,
it was
because you had -1, +1, -2,
right.
+2.
Okay. Yeah,
so
there
you're
we go.
still at 2 points for the season. That's good.
Yeah.
We know that it's not easy to get points in this system.
In this random waiting to
Yeah.
get one the opposite direction and lose 800 points. Yeah.
Although, I mean, unless you're off by a bunch of touchdowns, most you're going to lose like 3 or 4.
Yeah, getting points is so fucking hard, though.
Well, anyone who could just flip a coin could win if not, so we want to make it challenging.
Flip a
right,
3-sided
so
coin. Just so we're clear.
All right, we have Doors versus Goblins. Keep in mind, the 2 people in this game are on the podcast, so just keep that.
Well, we're gonna put my dick on the table. 2-1 Goblins.
2-1 Goblins.
2-1 Goblins. Josh, I just think he said you can't read. I don't know what he meant to say, but that's what it felt like.
I don't
God
need
damn.
to read to smear goblins all over the board. Okay.
You know, the inner green skin in you is revolting hard right now.
All right.
It is honestly hard because I'm not like. That's why I'm curious when I play like Kenny and Parker, because like everyone I fought, or Brandon again, because Brandon and I were like on even terms. He was just faster.
Man, wait till you see my level ups.
But I've looked. I keep track of what everyone does in the league, so I've looked. But then, yeah, when I fought like weaker people, I was like, my God, I'm just murdering people.
Yeah,
I'm just smearing tiny people all over the pitch. So,
alrighty. So next up, we have Gnomes versus Dark Elves.
3-1 Dark Elves.
All right, so 1-3. All right, then we have Norse versus Skaven.
I'm gonna go 2-1 Skaven.
You son of a bitch. 0 faith. All right, Snotlings versus...
Hold on. I'm looking at the teams real quick.
Okay.
Both your wolves have block, and your Valks. Ugh.
I haven't looked at Kenny's team once. I have no idea what he has. Let's see. He has full positionals. Oh, no, he's missing 1 thrower. That makes sense. And he's got Mighty Blow on a Blitzer, Guard on a Blitzer, and Big Hand on his runner. One of the runners. Yep. And 4 rerolls, 4 fans with an Apothecary. Man, that's a terrible team. That's basically
I'm gonna stick with it.
Ooh, he's only got 11 players.
I know,
in this
right?
game.
He's only got 11.
Ooh.
You've got 12. One of them's a boar. Like, this game is going to come down to Kaz's in the first 5 turns. And it could go either way.
Yep. So what's the final prediction?
It's 2-1 Skaven.
Oof. I can't, because if we just flip that, that's a -4 points. I can't wait.
I'll fucking do it, man.
I'm going to be playing to win just to screw Aaron.
Sure.
All right, we have Snotlings versus Halflings for the final pick.
2-2.
That's bold. Draws are the worst, because if you're wrong on a draw, you automatically lose too. I guess it could be a 1-1 draw, but that's about it. Exciting. Cool. My game against Tyler was so weird. We had a frenzy of scoring in the first half. I think at the end of turn 4, it was 2-1. It was nuts. And then the game ended like 2-1. Like nobody else scored for like the rest of the fucking game.
When are you playing? We'll talk after the podcast. I need to talk.
To me?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to be defeating Kenny on Friday afternoon. Alrighty. Josh, have you been having fun so far?
So much fun. Absolutely just a blast. So
I would just appreciate it if you would share some of that fun with CJ. Spread it around a little bit more.
I'm trying. I spread a lot of CJ's stuff around on the pitch last week, so
There's mostly fluids.
There's mostly fluids, yeah. Okay. But yes, I am having a blast. I'm curious to see, because after this, I'm going to assemble my orcs and get my black orcs together and see that. So
cool.
But I've been reading some what people say online and all that, just to see what the wider game looks like, and it looks pretty fun. So the other one I was really interested in is what you're running, the Norse.
I think Norse could be really fun
because people were like, they are more tanky. They're like fat. It's not. It's gonna be wrong, but they're faster dwarves. Where you're more tanky, but you are trying to just kind of beat people, but you get options. Because that is the one thing with the dwarves is if you get past me or your fucking one-turning touchdown nonsense, I cannot catch you.
Yeah, all of Dwarven Forgiveness is on the dice.
Yeah.
On your dice specifically. And then somewhat on your opponent's armor dice. But if it's just hey, I have to deploy my guys in a wall, basically, to keep you in front of me. But then if one side just goes bad, you roll double skulls, or they get a nice uphill block, or they just have a lot of chain successes, you can't really reposition. And so you need your above average numbers to hold.
Yeah.
And if they don't, you just kind of can't help but give up a score.
I will say it's also been nice watching the lights die in my opponent's eyes when they go to roll armor breaks. And I'm like, it's not a 10. It didn't matter. It's not a 10. It didn't matter. And they're just like, what? God damn it.
You will definitely come across the games where they just get chain 10s and your guys just explode. Because orcs are very much the same. They have very high armor, but their guys are cheaper normally. So they can afford a couple extra bench guys. Your odds of injuring orcs enough to matter is very unlikely. Just like dwarves. Dwarves are just, less dynamic.
Yeah. And I've been really, I've been researching on the book and, seeing what people say online and stuff. And, that is one of the things I'm noticing is I am fucking tight on cash. I do not have a lot of cash to go around. The Troll Slayer missing this next game, I feel is going to really hurt because they are workhorses. So I'm curious to see how it'll play out the rest of the league because I'm still not super understanding of it, but I know I don't want to inflate my team value too much.
I don't think you're really worried about that.
You definitely are.
Because I don't want to fight against someone.
Josh, you do not want to be above 12 people.
No, I'm not getting any more people. Everything else will be stuff.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I guess I misunderstood what you're saying. Yeah, you don't want to just go hiring infinite players. That would be stupid.
Yeah.
I think 12 is a pretty happy place.
12 is great for dwarves. You have 2 rerolls. You could decide on getting an extra reroll would not be wrong. 3 rerolls is the sweet spot. I don't even know that I would... you gave tackle to your lineman, which is fine. You're probably fine to upgrade your 12 players and 3 rerolls as much as you want, and just keep it at that. And I think that'd be a very solid team. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying. It's you're free to add skills to people at whatever pace you like, as long as you don't artificially inflate your team value, you'll be fine.
You could
buying
argue
6 rerolls or 16 players would be stupid, but
you could argue for some min-maxing, you should not upgrade a dwarf lineman. You should keep them at a nice cheap 70k for block. And then spend your upgrades on 4 players, and that's it. And you would be the leanest, most min-maxed competitive version of the build. What I would say is what you've done, and what you will continue to do, is lean into the more narrative aspect of my dude beat the shit out of some people. He deserves a level up. I'm going to give it to him.
That's basically my mentality.
And it is really only hurting the min-max portion by a super small amount. So... if you were to do that for 2 consecutive seasons, now you're talking probably hurting yourself a lot. If you have 10-ish extra skills on your team, that's 200,000 gold you're giving to your opponent every game. Yeah, which is the equivalent of a major star player. That's not good.
Well, you say that until you remember that half of the league is stunties, and if you have 10 tackles on your team, that's probably worth 200k.
So that's what I was thinking is the 2 tackles are probably the only linemen that will get buffed, because I don't want to. I've already been triple tree manned, and it was not fun.
Yeah.
Well, but I mean, that's the thing. Like, that's going to keep happening. Like, because you're going to
Yeah.
outpace the halfling team every time. Like, they just don't put skills on their guys unless they absolutely have to. And then you have people like Ryan who are just firing people left and right for literally no reason. So they're going to stay below you.
CJ's at 910. Ryan's at 880.
I don't
Tyler's
know if
at
that does the
970.
low cost lineman though.
It does.
It does? Okay.
And I'm at 1045. Oh my god.
You're way up
is
there.
So
Dude, your
bad.
team is nuts.
So bad.
You are walking face first into that fan. Just hitting it.
Ugh.
That's my favorite is when you play against another stunty team and they get like 200k in inducements. You're like, how the fuck is this even possible?
Yeah, if I want to
So
get 3
great.
bribes, I'm literally handing them 150k.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Yep.
If I'd have known the league comp, I'd have done something a little different.
Yeah. That's when Snotlings are just like dirty pool because they're getting big inducements even against other stunty teams. And it's just like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, I don't mind playing stunties into regulars, but stunties into stunties just feels bad.
Yeah.
Let's see. These guys don't cost any money?
Correct.
What?
Yeah. All of the Snotling linemen do not add to team value, period.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And I believe that's even if they get level ups, right, Aaron?
No, you pay for level ups.
Oh, you do pay for level ups, okay.
Yeah.
It's just their base price.
That's wild.
I mean, it's really only
When do I play
6 times 50 and it's 90k. It's like, it's whatever.
I was going to say it doesn't really matter because Ryan only has 1 level up on his team, but
He's got 2. Got block and quick foul.
Yeah, he's got a quick foul, which is great. Oh, what did you think of the pile driver errata or FAQ? Did you think nothing of it?
I don't remember what it was.
Pile driver, it just says that everything that works with fouling works with pile driver.
Okay.
And pile driver can happen any number of times per turn and doesn't take up your foul action, which I think is what everybody assumed anyway.
I don't know. I haven't had any experience with it.
Okay.
Wish I could give you a better answer.
It just seems like a bunch of free fouls could be really good.
I don't know. Fouling needs to be strategic. Like,
True.
Are you blocking with your person without block that just has pile driver, which is, oh, by the way, a strength skill ?
I believe it is.
Like, it's highly unoptimized, and you're just going to take what your big guy and he gets sent off? Like, I don't know. Like, we are deep into narrative territory at this point.
Mm-hmm. I just think if you're a deception team that has a bunch of bribes, I don't think it's terrible. Especially if you've got, like, put the boot in guys on your team as well. I think you could lean into it, and it would be surprisingly good. But it would definitely be bad against, like, dwarf teams. Like, you'd be thrown out more often than you break armor. But against a stunty team, when you're just getting double checks on armor, like, every time, like, that could be really good.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, well, let's go ahead and move over to Mojo World for this week. I'm calling bullshit on this. I'm going to start being more active in what tech categories we choose because I feel like I keep every time there's like an obvious best choice that's going to be like the ringer, I go last, and I'm getting tired of this. Like every time I go last, there's like a T2 is on the board. You're like, well, whoever picks T2 wins. It doesn't matter. The other 11 choices are irrelevant. All right. So this week on Mojo World, we have science fiction movie monsters, or monster movies that are sci-fi. Pretty much any sci-fi movie in which there is some kind of big, bad, inhumane thing. So this week, Josh is our special guest, and so Josh gets to go first.
I'm going to go against my normal grain and not pick a dog shit movie first. Normally what I do.
Let's see if he continues with that and doesn't pick a dog shit movie second and third as well.
Don't put it past me. Okay. I'm going to choose The Thing.
You bastard. I thought for sure that was going to make it to me.
That is a fantastic movie with a fantastic monster.
It is indeed. All-time classic.
Oh, for sure.
All right. Aaron, you're up, sir.
It is clearly Aliens with an S.
Yeah, this is a stacked list. I like this.
Parentheses, the Xenomorph.
Yeah, obviously, Xenomorph is solid. We're doing no duplicates on this, so you cannot then pick Alien 3, 4, 7, 18, and 7.
Watch me.
All right. However, I think you guys have left some meat on the bone here because there's so many good ones. So I actually am not terribly pissed off. I assumed the two movies I'm going to pick would have gone in, well, at least one of them would have gone in the top two. So I'm going to go, we'll see how this goes. Terminator 2. The T-1000.
Sure. We can call it AI. I mean,
Skynet, T-1000, whatever you want to call it.
In a archetypal
I'm going with the
sense.
T-1000 because, that's the monster in the movie. Like, Skynet isn't in the movie. It's just this big scary thing in the future.
In a archetypal sense, it is a monster.
It is. It's actually terrifying. Like, the concept of, like, how do you destroy a liquid metal, cyborg trying to kill you?
Hot iron. Everyone knows this.
Yeah, obviously liquid nitrogen and, a steam press or something. I don't know. Then we're going to go with Predator.
Okay.
Okay, so I've got some Rockstar Beefcake movies, and so now it's back to Eric.
This is difficult. I'm saving one for the third one that I know is going to get back to me. So we're going to go Men in Black.
Oh, good choice.
For Edgar.
Is that the cockroach movie?
Yes, it is.
Is that who your big bad is?
It is.
Okay. Vincent D'Onofrio, Mr. Leg Braces.
Yeah.
All right. Josh, you got your back-to-backs here.
Okay. We are going to do Cloverfield.
Okay.
And then we are going to do Godzilla -1.
Is it numbers or is it typed? Is it spelled out?
It is spelled out. That is one of the most terrifying of the Godzillas they've ever done.
So it's not scary at all.
I mean, it's just like it can regenerate instantly. They do way more of a force of nature as opposed to like a characterization like the modern Godzillas do.
All right. Aaron, final pick, sir.
Star Trek: Return of the Jedi. I'm watching Josh Star Wars.
Yeah. I knew what you meant.
So it's Jabba the Hutt, the monster.
No, what?
No, what?
What's the monster?
Oh, come on.
There's two good ones.
There are two. I'm taking the cute one.
The Snorlax?
Nope.
The Ewoks?
Oh.
What's the monster?
Josh?
Rancor.
There you go.
Ugh. Wait, are you serious? That's the monster?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's not even scary.
It doesn't have to be scary. It's a cool science fiction monster.
I don't know how cool. It's just a big pig lizard. I don't know how scary it is.
Rancors are fucking rad. Okay,
it's just a big pig lizard. I guess it would be more scary in context. Like if I was, a caveman living on that planet, I'd be fucking terrified. But like, dude, they have star destroyers that can level continents. Like, I don't think that's I don't know. That's fine.
Well, good thing you don't get a vote.
That's fair. I don't. Man, there are so many good ones left. All right, so Josh has given us two giant monster movies. I'm going to go with The Sphere, because I love that movie. And it's definitely got the tone of like a scary sci-fi monster movie. But man, there's so many good ones still on the list. Cool. Do you guys have some honorable mentions, Aaron? Give you a chance.
Bad ones.
Okay, then never mind. I just wanted to give you a chance because I knew you had the shortest list.
I did.
Josh.
I'll have two. The Pacific Rim monsters are pretty rad.
Those on my list.
And then the Dune sandworms.
God damn it.
It's all Dune, Brandon. It's always been Dune.
Why is everyone like Dune?
I love
it's so
Dune.
Stupid. It's so dumb.
I have the books if you want to read them.
I do not. I don't know. It's just every time Dune has been, someone tries to impress upon me the amazingness of Dune, they start explaining it, or they show me like some pictures, or like they try and have me watch one of the movies. I'm just like, this is the cringiest shit I have ever seen.
It's all Dune, Brandon. Star Wars is Dune. Warhammer is Dune.
I don't think that's true. Anyway, so I've got Pandorum, which I really liked. Have you not seen it, Josh?
No. Pandorum.
Oh, I think you'd like it. You should watch that. Pandorum. It's atypical. Earth is dying. They create a spaceship, fly away from Earth. But the goal is not to save Earth. It's just for people to make it somewhere else. So they're going along, and massive like world ship everyone's in cryostasis, and then people wake up halfway there, and weird shit is going on. And so I like that very much.
Seem.
It looks right up your alley.
It's got a really good cast too.
Yeah, no, it's a great movie. Don't read too much about it because there's a really fun twist.
Okay.
Then Pitch Black, which is a fun B movie.
Pitch Black, yeah.
Event Horizon. I don't know if demons can be sci-fi movie monsters, but if they are, that counts. The obligatory Tremors, which is amazing.
Tremors, yeah.
I don't know if you can call it a sci-fi movie. It's just kind of horror comedy, but
yeah.
Because they are science fiction in theory. Because they're like, what if these things evolved, but they didn't, obviously. So.
Yeah.
But there's no like science in the movie. It's just like there's as much science as like Terror Raptor the movie. But anyway, and then finally, I don't know if this counts because it's not really a monster. The Abyss.
Oh no, it's not a movie.
I think it counts.
Never mind.
It's aliens, so it should count.
Yeah.
But it's amazing. It's a great movie. Cool. Awesome. We did it. Alrighty. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. Hopefully you had fun. This has been Brandon.
And Aaron.
And Josh.
And you just listened to Rankors Are Totally Scary.
So what are we going to call this thing?
I got it. Okay. Incredible, new, fantastic, astonishing, mighty, original, uncanny, sensational podcast.
I'm just going to put down infamous.